Hello, Mass Attacks here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Swedish Premium medium tank. It is the Lansen C. If you enjoy what you see, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment that I've currently got on this tank. My crew on this tank aren't too bad, all onto the 4th skill. It is my crew from my Leo. The equipment I use in the special mobility slot is vents. Then in the special scouting slot I've got coated optics and a gun rammer. On field modifications I have maxed it out, so I get plus 3% of my engine power as a permanent bonus. I haven't fiddled with any other modifications. So now let's have a look at it in action. Today I'm playing on Ghost Town. It's a standard battle and I've got the 4-11 matchmaking, so I'm bottom tier today. So what I want to do is head to the west of the map and play hull down, play on some ridge lines, because it's not too bad playing on ridge lines, although the turret armour isn't great. So it doesn't look like we're getting much support. I'm not sure why all them people are trying to camp on the hill at the back, but people do. So I want to push forward. There's some bushes just up here which enables you to hide and get shots into the middle when the enemy's pushing through the middle, like that conqueror you can see now. So if you're quick enough you will get this opportunity. There normally is somebody trying to push into the town at this position. It would have been better if I got further up into the bushes, but I still managed to get some shots in even though I didn't penetrate. So our light tank, T-54 lightweight, is pushed far forward. It's not normal for somebody to go there. There's a guard in the bush that I've spotted. Always expect the enemy to be in the bush opposite to you in these ridge lines. Generally are. So I pulled back into the bushes that I want to start at and managed to get a shot into a barrasque, but I did get spotted, so I don't really want to peek there at the moment. And there is a Progetto and a Lansen C in the opposite area to where I am, and we still haven't gotten any support, so there's only the lightweight and me, so I'm not pushing forward. The enemy know the lightweight is hiding behind that rock because the artillery's just had a shot at him, so I'm just staying in this bush on this ridge line, so if any of them try to crest that ridge line, get shots in, I'll be able to get shots into them. So now I'm getting some assistance from the guard, so I'm not going to try and push forward, try to get a shot in him. Might as well just get the assistance from it and stay hidden. Now without the numbers to support us here, there is an FV4202 pushing up, but still we could be outnumbered. We know there's 2 tanks opposite to us, and there was 2 in the field. There's only 1 in the field now. There's the Lansen C. Can I get a shot into him? And there's a shot into him. I'm not sure why the FV's pushed that far forward, because I'm not sure of the numbers behind that mound. If you haven't got the numbers, it's really hard to push here, because they'll also have support from the back, from K4 area. Could be anybody sitting up there, and then there's a support from the middle, from that IS-22. So my teammates are in big trouble, so I'm going to try and get some shots into this IS-22. If I push forward there with the FV and the lightweight, the 3 of us would have been pinned into a little area, wouldn't have been able to get out, and that IS-22 would have been able to get shots into us, and then there is 3 tanks there, would have been able to play the ridge line and get shots into us. So it was best for me to stop back, get shots into that IS-22, which has made him push back into cover, and now everybody's still alive. And I'm still playing the ridge line. I am spotted at the moment, so I've just pulled back till I'm not spotted, hopefully, and then crest the ridge again and try and support my team. Now it looks like a Lynx might be coming to help us. If he starts running around behind them, flanking rounds, getting shots in, it might have made a difference, but he's decided to run away, so that's not great. So it looks like we're not going to get any support on this flank. So I'm just going to stay in position. Hopefully the artillery's firing at them enemies over the other ridge, whittle the hit points down, and then we'll be able to push and hopefully finish them off. So I'm going to stay here. Can I get a shot into the Progetto? It's peeking. There's a nice shot into him. But just keep doing this. We'll soon whittle them down, and then hopefully we can overrun them. If we had support from our top tier mediums, the Standard B and the Type 61, rather than them camp at the back, we could have overrun them on this side by now. So I've managed to get a shot into the projector. Looks like our FB's pushing in, but the artillery's stuck next to us. I haven't taken much damage, but I was stunned, so I had to use my first aid kit to get rid of the stun. But also I think there's a Barask in them bushes. There was the last time, and I've been spotted. So the Barask must be in them bushes. Now the lightweight's pushing in. I don't really want to push in yet. It's the wrong time, I think. There's the Barask. I managed to take the Barask out. So now is a good time to push. There's nobody in the field to get shots into us. It doesn't look like there's any heavies in the city playing on the corners to get shots into us. So our FB and the lightweight should have just paused for a little bit, and then we all could have pushed in together. But they've been taken out, but I've managed to take the Char Future 4 out. So now I'll tell you a little bit about this tank, and I'll tell you about the gun first. It's a quite nice gun on this tank. It is 105mm. The penetration isn't anything special at 208mm, but it does have 320 alpha damage, which is nice. With my crew and equipment, I've got a reload time of 7.56, which gives us a DPM of 2539, which isn't the greatest, but it's not too bad. But this is where it gets bad. I've got an aim time of 2.28 seconds. It does feel like it takes ages zooming in. And then I've got a dispersion of 0.35. Oh, nice ammo rack. So this tank isn't great at sniping. It's not too bad, but the dispersion, you'll not hit all the shots. But another nice thing about this gun is you do get 10 degrees of gun depression. That's why I did want to go to that side and play on the ridge lines. So I've cleared the back of the map out, and now I want to push into the middle, see if I can support my team. It looks like they'll be pushing through the city, trying to attack our base, and it's not looking good at the moment. We've only got myself, the camper and the artillery left, and the enemy have 4 tanks and 2 light tanks, which could be a problem. So I'm going to try and push into the city so I'm not in open space. See if I can flank round at least the heavy, do some damage and spot them. So I'll tell you some more stats about this tank. I'll tell you about the armour, where I'll tell you what armour you haven't got. On the hull you've got 60mm on the front, which is rubbish, 40mm on the side, which is rubbish, 25 on the rear. And then your turret isn't much better. You get 70mm on the front and side and 40 on the rear. So you're not going to bounce any shots, so you don't really want to be pushing directly straight in to the enemy. That's why I was a little bit hasty to push off that ridge line. So hopefully I'm flanking around the back of the 53 TP, zooming in, and there's the dispersion for you. Can't believe I missed that shot, but he's been taken out by our Type 61, I suspect. So I'm going to try and peek at this corner. I'll probably get out spotted by the light tanks, but I do have quite good view range on this tank. Since I've got ported optics, I have managed to get my view range to 458 meters. Now I tried a snapshot where one of the light tanks was last spotted. Don't think I hit, but it's worth the chance. You do get a lot of shells on this tank, 65 to be exact, so you can waste a few shells. So I'm just going to peek the corner, and there's a light tank, and I managed to take him out. I was thinking that one of the light tanks might try and flank us, so that was fortunate. I did peek then. So the E50's in the dip, playing hull down against Type 61. Type 61 doesn't look like he's engaging him, but it's an ALC even 90. He spotted us. It's really hard to spot them since they're so small. So I'm just going to try and push into this little ravine. There's the ALC. He is a one-shotter. I can't get the shot into him. I wanted to try and flank round the E50, but I really need support from this Type 61. So I hope he's going to get off that hill and try and help us. So I'm just pulling back. Not sure where to go. In a little bit of a dodgy position. E50 tried to flank round us there, but I did manage to get a shot into him. I did take a shot, but at least the Type 61 is pushing down and now he's going to support us. ALC, I'd love to take him out. Only tracked him, I think. I've managed to bounce a shot from an E50. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but now I'm just going to push straight in. I'm not going to let him peek and play the ridge line. I want to get straight in, and he's shooting HE for some reason. I actually bounced a gold shell from him. Not sure why I changed to HE, but I've managed to take him out now. So only the ELC left. Type 61's pushing a bit wide, so I want to head up this way just in case he's pushed to the back corner. I'd love to get this kill and get me top going, but the Type 61 spotted him. Can I crest the ridge and get the shot in? No, I can't. The Type 61's taking him out. Let's have a quick look at the stats. It was a Master Ace Tank reward, and I got the Oskins medal, which got destroy at least 3 enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a medium tank in one battle. The enemy must be 1 tier higher, so I killed 3 of the 4 tier 9 tanks. So top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1559, top for damage with 4161 damage in. I made 237,000 credits, that's due to a personal mission payout and a personal reserve bonus, plus 6,082 XP, that's due to playing a premium vehicle, a personal reserve bonus and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and comment. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom left hand corner. Cheers.